you read this, guys, and it says proportion, you know the origin. So put that point there, and 7y is up here, and the 3x, that's it. Draw a line through it. That's all you needed. Pretty easy. Okay, so this one here, you can just draw a line through the points. It does not have to go through the origin, just through the points. Here it says $1,000 of spending, so go up to $1,000 roughly. Come over here as, yeah, between these two, too low, too high. I'm going to say too low, perfect. That's it, guys. Pretty darn easy. Next question. Okay, this is going to be lateral surface area of a triangular prism. Just real quick, it goes this one here, surface area prism, lateral is just pH. So we're going to go with surface area equals to pH. P is the perimeter of the base. It is a triangular prism. This is not the best triangular prism, but it's something like this. This connects here, this connects in the back to here, this one right here. Okay, so they're saying the area is 252 equals to the perimeter, which is a triangular base of 6, 7, and 8. So the perimeter would be 6 plus 7 plus 8. And our missing is the height. Let me see the question. What is the height? Yeah, so 6. So comma H. So we get the calculator. Hold on. Get the calculator. Just from the menu, go to calculator 1, menu 3, 1. Start putting numbers in here. So 252 is equal to the perimeter, which is M over 6. We're going to put the parentheses around. So 6 plus 7 plus 8 times the height H. All right, that's it. Perimeter P H, and then comma H, and there it is, 12. That's not too bad. That's pretty easy. Next question. Oh, once you see this, guys, this is spreadsheets when you're going through. So you get the here, get the calculator here. I'm going to list the spreadsheets. Let's see what points is this. -6 and 3, 6, -1. Come back over here, go to menu, 4, 1, 3. Then B, control this left hand side, enter, enter. You should know this one from elementary, guys, from like forever. So we have a y-intercept of 1 and a B, or M, sorry, -1, -1/3, but -0.333. So we're going to go Control C. I want to add a new page calculator. Control V it. I'm going to go menu, 2, 2, and there it is, -1/3. So we're looking for -1/3 and 1. -1/3 and 1. Yeah. So my final answer is B. That's pretty easy. So far the test has been a good joke. Okay, these are, when you see this right here, guys, it's like MX is B. So the words right here are going to go per, each, every. And you can see these two go together. So we're going to go with 49 and then 0.65. And this is company A. Company B over here is going to be 60 and then 0.55x. Oh, but okay, we can't change the symbol, right? So we got to make sure they're saying that. Let's see what it says. Where A is greater than B. Where A is greater than B, yeah. So A, which is this over here, which are these numbers, want it to be greater than B. These match up for B, yeah. So I did it right. It's pretty easy, guys. Next one over here. Proportional means to be going to the origin, 0, 0. It's going to have basically 0, 0. So for these two, you want to have it where y equals to mx plus b. But really, there's no b. So we're actually looking for one number. So right here, I don't like this one right here. This has two numbers. Each is your, right here is going to be your per, your each, like stuff like that. And then this one here makes two numbers down to up. The key number indicates it's 1/2 inch represents 12 miles. That one has to be proportional. That's just straight proportional. And proportional means that it changes like at the same rate. So if I double this one right here, I'd have what? A 1/2 and another 1/2, then I would have another 12, right? So that one's proportional. That's just straight up proportional. That's it. That's the definition of proportional in 6th grade. When it comes to these over here, just look for your M to be some number and then your B to be 0. So we're trying to calculate again. And luckily I have one set up already. I'm just plugging the numbers on top of it. 1 and then 4.25, 3, and then 12.75. Oh, there it is, proportional. So the one I want proportionality is going to be the C. So we go back over here. That one's proportional, and that one's proportional. No, this is a pretty easy question. Oh, function. Okay, basically where x's do not repeat. X's do not repeat. So do my x's repeat? No, they don't. So that is a function. These repeat, so not a function. I saw 8 repeat, not a function. 9 repeats, not a function. And again, I'm just looking at the first one. The trick is just at the first one. Chance upon 4,500. That's my principal ready into investment account. That's my rate. Simple interest. So I'm going to use I equals PRT. She makes no additional deposits or withdrawals. Complete sense about it. It's just earned in 5 years. That's my term. So we want about the interest, right? After 5 years, Janus Investments account will have earned that much in interest. So it's going to be I equals I. There we go. Looks messy. I equals PRT. So we don't know what the interest is, but we can go further than here. It's 4,500 times my rate of 4% to my term of 5. Okay, so we're going to come out here and oh, wait. I equals, and I go 4,500 times my rate, 4% 5 times 4% times 5, and I'm looking for the interest, so comma I, 900. So 900 goes here, that's the interest. And the balance now, don't forget the balance. The balance is going to be like the total, which is like a total, which is how much you have in the bank completely now. Initially, we deposited 4,500, and now we have an interest added of 900. Add those up, 0, 0, that gives me a 4, carry the 1, 5,400. Okay, remember, this will never be your answer, and this will never be your answer. Let me see, 24 books, 15 weeks. So we're going to go out here 24 and 15. I'm looking for these numbers basically. And this is going to be 24 books and weeks. So I'm going to go to 15 weeks and go to 24. That one does not match up. Go to 24 books. Oh, wait, 15 weeks. 15 weeks and 24. Ooh, that matches up. Answer is B. Pretty easy. Again, once you see this, draw a line. Okay, and let's come out here for a number. Oh, it's not doing that. So in this situation here, I'm going to say which pair of points. So if I just put 3, 7, I want it to land within this area of the line. I don't want it to be over here or over here. Okay? We'll add it to keep the linear relationship. Okay? So we're going to come out here and I'll change it to different colors since I already wrote those. So 3, 7. So I go to 3 and 7. You see that was too high? Now, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. That one's iffy. And then we'll go to 2, 8. Oh no, that one's out. 2, 5. I'm still thinking that one's out too. So we go to 5, 4. Yeah, that lands in this area. And then we'll go to 6, 6. Yeah, so if we add these 2 points, it still makes it stay linear. Okay, still makes it stay linear. And then this one here is really simple. I'm just going to start, show a calculator and do this. 10 divided by 3. And I'm going to check the inequality. If that one, if this holds true, and that's false. So we want to find one that's true. I think we did something similar to it. Just looking at it real quick when I came down here, this one definitely is the answer. That one is negative-wise. It's closer to the right than that one. So that's my answer. So negative 0.007. There it is. So far, I'm going to stop right there for right now. Not too bad, guys. How many questions did I do? I did 11 in 11 minutes. And that's because I'm talking too much. So this one, guys, once you start reading it and you see the word dilated, it means to multiply. And remember, it's going to be new over old. So all I'm going to do is just compare 2 numbers that I like a lot. And now you know I'm looking through this, and this one compares to that one. This one compares to that. I'm going to go with 2 going to 5. The new one is 5 over 2, so I'm looking for 5 over 2. Out, out, out. What in the world is 5 divided by 2? 2.5. Okay, this one's just really easy. This is an end solve. And you 3, 1. You should do that one real quick. That's, I'm not going to answer that one because I don't know how easy that one is. Okay, dilated again. When it's dilated, it's going to be multiplied. Okay, and it's going to multiply by whatever. It can get bigger or smaller. Looking at from here, looking at the Q's. Okay, the Q got bigger, guys. It went from, remember, it's going to be new over old. The new one is at 12. The old one is at Q. The new one's at 12. The old one is at 4. So this one's be multiplied by 3. This one got 3 times bigger. Okay? So triangle PQR, which is a smaller one, it was dilated by a scale factor of 1/3. No, it's by actually 3. Wrong. So no, it can't be set up like this at all. It has to be the same things. Like if these two were switched around, it could be that one out. And then PQ, which is the new side length, which is this side length here, is equal to this one times 3. Yeah, guys, remember that's what we said. We just multiplied by times 3. So since 3 times is big, yeah, that's my answer right there. Definitely not congruent, and that's about it. Okay, here the measures of 2 angles are, here's angle 1 and angle 2. The angles are equal, so this is really easy. So 1/8 x plus 61 is equal to 3/4 x minus 27. That's the common x, -3, 1. That one's way too easy. You know what, I'm not even going to solve that. Y'all should be able to do that one. Okay, 2 parallelograms are similar. And then, okay, so this one basically is like a triangle, or a parallelogram is like a rectangle. And then rectangle, okay. A larger one, so there's one here and one here, a larger one. The larger parallelogram is 8.4 times the corresponding dimension. Oh, this is a dilation case, easy. So you got this right here, multiply it times 8.4. She gave you this one here. Now the small parallelogram, complete sentences about the area and perimeter. Okay, remember we told you all about that perimeter? You should get the scale factor and keep it 1. If you got the area, you got the scale factor and squared it. If it's the volume, you got the scale factor and cube it. So that's about it. Let's see what happens here. The area of the parallelogram is making what sign that. Okay, so I'm going to have to get the calculator on this one, and then we are going to talk about area. So we're going to go 8.4 and square it. And that's going to be the answer for this right here. The perimeter is just this one here. You should get 8.4 times it. So this one's just really easy, 8.4. because it's perimeter. Perimeter, you just keep it the same. When it's area, you get square root of the scale factor. So we're going to go with 8.4 squared. And you get 70.56. So this one's 70.56 times bigger than the small one. Okay, so Malik owns a lawn mowing business. So it's very direct. Very directly, guys, automatically a proportion. On Tuesday, 4 lawns, 5 hours. We're going to go lawns, hours. How many lawns can we on Wednesday for 7.5 hours? 7.5 jumps down here. And this is a bat and ball. We'll go with x here. So you can go 4 over 5 is equal to x over 7.5, comma x, comma x. And I think it's about 6. What I'm noticing here is half of this is more, half of this is more. Okay, so let's just go here, 4, 5. And you 3, 1. Add a fraction here. Equals to add a fraction here. And then this is 4 over 5, and this is going to be x over 7.5, that's it. And then comma x, 6. 6 is the answer. Oh, this is just first time I see this question actually. It's just going to be a slide. You can see it goes to the right and then down. Goes to right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right, so we're going to go with x plus 6. And then we're going to go down, so that's on the y-axis going down. 1, 2, minus 2. Y minus 2. And then it'll be x plus 6 minus 2. There it is, C. Okay, this one's scientific notation. Oh, this is super easy. So we look at this real quick. That's a huge number. So you're going to have some number times 10 to a positive. So get rid of the negative ones. Boom. Out, out. Oh, this is not even the right order, guys. So this is the only possible answer without even doing any work. Thank God we paid them duplicates. That's how easy that is. Okay, let me see. What statement is true? It's non-proportional. I like that. Okay, non-proportional. Proportionals are out. Non-proportional means that it has this stuff over here, okay? A plus or minus something. So then let me continue seeing what's going on. Because the slope is a fraction, not because the slope is a fraction. And the point, yeah, this does have that point there. You see, that's your y-intercept. That is where it crosses the y-axis. So we have this line starting off, here's 1, it goes through here, with a positive slope of 1/2. That's where, that point is included right there. So yes, that was correct. Oh, this one's easy. Line measurement. So basically create a right triangle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go with 6 squared plus 9 squared equals 3 squared. I'm going to tell you this much. This has to be longer than 9. So it can't be that one. Can't be that one. And you add 6 plus 9 to give you 15. I'll tell you it's definitely not that one because that's what they always do. You come back over here. Menu 3, 1. 6 squared plus 9 squared equals C squared times C. About 10.8, about 11. See how easy that is? Really easy. Jack principal, deposit in the bank account, 2% interest rate, compounded annually, A equals P, 1 plus R to the T. Simple interest rate right there. Okay, no more deposit withdrawals over a 2-year period, 2-year period time. How much more we have earned interest in the account if you have interest? Simple interest. Ooh, this is saying if you do it annual, which is use A equals P 1 plus R to the T. So it's going to take a little bit of work. So when you add it into compounded interest here, it increases, right? A little bit extra because it increases based off of the interest off the earned from the first year. Okay, so let's put the numbers in here. We're going to go with 100. And we go 1 plus 2%. raised to the 2. And when you get this, it's going to give you A, the altogether, right? So I'm going to go here and use the formula again. Menu 3, 1. I'm going to go A is equal to 500. I'm going to go 1 plus 2%. And then only there for 2 years, so there, and then we'll put comma A. Okay, so that's going to be the total, 520. So 520 is what is gained, right? Not actually where it's at, that's the total. That's your total. It's only asking about the interest. How much more interest? So we're going to come right here and subtract the original amount, which is 500, so 520, and we're going to subtract the 500, and minus the principal, which leaves us with 20 interest. Which is your interest, okay? So in account 1, you've gained $20 of interest. In account, I'm sorry, not in account 1, but in account leaving it for simple, compound interest. Now we're going to try to see what happens if we put in a simple interest. So simple interest would be I equals P RT, I equals to, again, 500, 2%, and to the term of 2. So turn it on. 3, 1. And I equals P 500 times the rate of 2% times 2 years, and comma I to $20. Oh, no. Did I miss something? I equals $20. So that's how much interest here. Let me go back and see what this is. Oh, whoa, 0.2. I didn't see that 0.2. All right. So this one is going to be 520. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So now the question asking, this is the question. I'll go here. How much more interest? More interest. Okay, so this is the interest here in this one. This is the interest in the other one here. So I'm going to get the interest in this one here, which is going to be at 20.2 minus the interest of this one, or $20 here. And the difference is, so that's your answer. Good question, really good question. So linear relationship. Once I see 2 points, I'm thinking a menu 4, 1, 3. This is spreadsheet 1. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So my here, I'm going to add 1 over here in this spreadsheet and put the numbers in there. 1, 2, 5, 7, 7. I go here, menu 4, 1, 3, and I go with B, control the stuff inside, enter. So goes to 1.25. So this one goes here, and 0.75 goes here. Really easy question. My gosh, that one was ridiculously easy. Oh, I should be thinking the same thing again. Once you see a table like this, same thing. And you know what? Since I just did it, I want to leave the numbers there. And change it. 2 times already there. 350, 46, 350. I don't think 350 like that. And 46, 25. And there she is. Hourly wage. And 125. And then I'm gonna guess $25. Okay, there she is. This will be kind of quick. Right triangle. Okay, I saw hypotenuse, which is this one here, 13.6, and then 12 here. So it has to be the longest. Anything short, anything longer than it is out. Definitely out. If I subtract these two, I'm going to get this. So that one's definitely out. So you set this one up as, I'll put this one as an x. 12 squared plus x squared equals 13.6 squared. And we just plug it in there. All right. So I'm going to add a document over here. Menu 3.1. And correctly, it's 12 squared plus x squared equals to 13.6. Squared, and then x, 6.4. There she is. Pretty easy, guys. Not too bad at all. Very easy test. So far, really easy test. So here's the diameter. So you never use the diameter. Get this one divided by 2. So you can use your radius 3. Okay. Volume of the sphere. Okay. So 4/3 pi r cubed. Where are you getting that, sir? It's from right here. Volume sphere 4/3 pi r cubed. It is this one. Hold on. Now we just get the numbers, put it in here. Volume is equal to 4/3 pi. We're going to go with 3 cubed. And I know some people were freaking out with this one yesterday. We're going to go with menu 3.1 and b equals. I'm going to go with control division. 4/3 pi. And we'll go 3 to the third. And comma v. Gives me that number, right? And I'm looking over here, what? So they didn't multiply by pi, guys, and that's what it means in terms of pi. So I'm just going to come out here and then get that same, since it was the last thing, I'm just going to put divide by pi, so that means you never multiply by pi. And 36 pi is your answer. Okay, pretty easy, it's not too bad. Remember, since it says in terms of pi, what you really should have done, which is going to v is equal to 4/3 and then 3 cubed. Whatever you get, which is going to be volume is equal to 36. Since, just kick out the pi and put the pi here. And that would have worked. Put that here in there. X and Y and Z. Let's check this out. The area of square X is 4. So inside is 441. The area of square Y is 400. 400 here. This is a Z. Okay, the side length is Z. So they gave you the squared part. They already gave it to you squared. So 400, okay, 441 is already squared, so I don't put the squared. Plus the other squared part, it's already squared, so I don't put it, is equal to z squared. Right? So the z squared means the inside number like this, right? Not the side length. How do we get the side length? Is when we come out here and get the square root of it, which is just set it like this and solve it. I'll tell you this much, it's not going to be these big ones, all right? Because there's one's a side thing. Then you want it from here. And 3.1. So we forgot the 400. Equals to x squared. I put, we'll just do that. X. There it is, 29. This one should be what? Okay, what's asking? The function. It's a function. I definitely am not asking a function, not a function. Now, this is a function. Draw a vertical line and cross it at once. Okay? So it is a function because x was exactly 1. Perfect. A is your answer. Least to greatest, since they're the same number over and over again, I'm just going to go ahead and do it real quick on this spreadsheets. I'll do it the one with the equal sign. I think the equal sign is really easy. So control and enter. I'm going to go with 7.42 equals 38 over 2. 5. Okay, good. Equals square root of 61 equals 745. I'm going to come all the way up. I'm going to go to menu 1, 6. What does it say? From least to greatest. Least to greatest is ascending. So press up, and there it is. 7.42 goes first. So that one, that. Let me see what this is. 7.45. So there's my answer. Pretty easy so far, guys. Holy moly, this one looks good. Okay, so wood pieces of wood. Okay, so what other measurements of the missing vertical length B? We need to know this one here, and what's missing side length of P. Oh, this is just Pythagorean theorem. Either way you look at it, I'll do it in different colors. So for this top part right here is a right triangle. I'm going to go with like this. Okay, 8, 10, and B. So I'm going to go with B squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. And that's a classic 3, 4, 5, right? Just saying that. So this is 6. So I'll do that when you do 1. I'm going to go B squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared, comma B, and you see that B is equal to 6. Now it's a 3 for 5. 3 times 2, 4 times 2, 5 times 2. Now let's see this over here. I'll do it a different color. AP here. 8 here. Right angle here. We know this one, that's 15. So the number is 15, 8. So then we're looking for the Pythagorean theorem. That one right there. It's going to be 8 squared plus 15 squared equals P squared. I think that's the most famous, that's the second most famous one. 8, 15, and 17, I believe. Let me just double check that one. Page, calculator, menu, 3 wanted. I'm going to go with 8, 15, 8 squared plus 15 squared equals to x squared. I don't really know which one that is. Comma x. Enter. And it is 17. Yes. All right, we'll have to take a pause there. So here goes, if you zoom in, it's going to be 6 miles for every half hour. That's actually so easy. 6 miles for every half hour. I'm actually going to convert that in my brain because I know they're going to go by hours. So 12 miles every 1 hour. Okay, so let's look for that. Half hour, what, 6? That one looks pretty good. Half hour, 6, half hour, 6. Ooh, they all look pretty good. Half hour, okay, this is definitely wrong. So I'm going to change it to here. 12 miles at 1 hour. 12, 1 hour out. 112 checks out. 112 out. So I think my answer, B. That's it. Really easy, really simple. Just looking at it and making sense of it. Okay, pretty easy. Once I saw half hour, there's no way I wanted to compare half hour. I want to an hour, and I said times 2 in my brain. 2 half hours, 30 minutes, guys, gives me an hour. So double that would give me 12. Dilation, oh, this is super easy. Once I see dilation again, it means to multiply. Here it becomes 3 becomes an 8. And that is going to be, again, new over old. The new one is 8. The old one is 3, which gives me, what, 8? Oh, I was thinking 18, which is just gives me that. It doesn't simplify to anything else. 8 over 3. So I'm looking for one with a fraction of 8 over 3. Check. Now, I could see that some people from here to here would add 5, x plus 5. I could see that, right? But it's a dilation, guys. It's by multiplication. It's not by adding. So this is out. It has to be a multiplication. So there it is. So this is my answer. Cones, volume of a cone is going to be volume of a cone, and there it is, 1/3 BH, 1/3 BH. Volume is equal to 1/3 BH. And I'll draw a cone real quick. I'll draw it like this. Okay. So they give me the volume is this. So that's going to be 1,647 is equal to 1/3. B stands for area of the base, or this thing right here, which is the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So pi r squared times your height. 1,647 is equal to 1/3 pi. What did they give me? They gave me the height of 13. So from here to here is 13. I'm looking for the radius, guys. Which is the closest relation to diameter? Ooh, diameter. Okay. So we have to make attention here. What we're going to do is find the radius. Okay. We're going to find the radius and then have to double it to get the diameter. Okay. So the radius is from here to here. We want to find the diameter, which is from here all the way to here. All right. So it's come out here. Don't forget that. Radius and me cone 13, comma r. So these numbers are not the best, but we can go to do it manually. 3, 1. 1,647 is equal to the fraction 1/3, and then pi r squared times the height of 13, I believe, right? Check height of 13, and comma r. So 10.99. So come back over here. So from here to here is your radius, and we got r to be 10.99, which is really close to 11, right? Well, this is really right there, close to 11. So I'm going to say the diameter. So from here, I'm going to change colors so you can just stand out. Here is 11. So from here to here is 11 and another 11. So the total distance would be 22. Here's my answer. Okay. Same for diameter. Let me see. Simple is in the shape of a cylinder. So we have a cylinder like this. Okay. The diameter is 15 feet. So from here to here is 15. Remember, we did these 15. My radius is half of that, guys, divided by 2, which is now 7.5. Okay, that's your radius. Your height is here to give you your height. Height is 4.5. And let's see what the question is. Let's just jump around quick. Volume is 2. They just want you to set this up. So volume is equal to what? Base times height. Volume is equal to area of the circle. Area of the circle, we just did that a while ago, in case you forgot. It's right here. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So this becomes pi r squared times your height. And then volume is equal to pi. Check this out. Your radius is what? 7.5? 7.5. That's squared. Okay, perfect. And then height times your height, 4.5. Height is 7.5 squared. Really easy, guys. Easy stuff. And once you see this stuff, you want to draw a line to it. Draw a line to most of the points, kind of resembling. It does not have to go to the origin. Prediction x is 10, so x will be 10 right here. Come around 8 point something, 8. That's what I think. It's pretty easy, straightforward. Draw a line to the points. Then you go to what they gave you, x to be 10, so I came at x to be 10, went up to the line that I drew, go across the left to get to my y value that corresponds to when x is 10. That's it. Reflected, remember it's fixed light. What's fixed? The y. So remember the original thing is x and y. For it to come across, for it to be fixed, it does not move. And since I mentioned the y second, it stays second, stays exactly itself. Negative x. So let me see which one that would be. So that one goes right here. Rotated 90 degrees clockwise. So remember, we just set the rules to 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. For x, y, y, x, x, y, x, x, y. First and last stay the same. We're going to go clockwise to the right. So it's going to be to the right, clockwise. So when I go to the right, it means here first, then both, and then here. So this is what we're looking for. Surface area, rectangular prism. So it's total, right? So S is equal to PH plus 2B. Make sure you know P stands for perimeter of the base, and B stands for area of the base. So the base is this rectangle right here. Which happens to be this base right here. And it's showing a square, so these are all 12s. Right? These are all 12. Okay, so perimeter of the base. How do you add up all of these right here? Surface area would be add up all 12. So we're going to go with 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. Guys, it's 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, which is basically 4 times 12. I'm going to throw it in like that. If you don't get that, come on. You're not pushing yourself. The height now. The height is going to be the distance from one base to the other base, which is base to base, 24. Plus 2b. Now, area of the base. I'll change that to maybe green. How do you get the area of a base? How do you get the area of a base? You get these two numbers here. To get the area, you multiply length times width. Okay? So I'm going to go 12 times 12. I'm going to go 12 times 12, which is your big B, area of the base. And you just put that in the calculator. I wish I could do this in my brain, but I really can't. So great. Let's see what it goes. 4, 12, and 24. 4, 12, and 24. So I always do menu grade 1. And go with surface area. Plus 2, and I'll put 2 times 12 times 12. And then comma S. 1,440. Make sure you know what's going on here. Surface area is pH equals 2B. Oh, great. Surface area, where did I put it? Surface area, pH equals 2B. Okay, so don't forget surface area is pH equals 2B, and then we're going to come out here. P is the perimeter of the base. That's your base. The perimeter, you get the air. You get all the sides and you add them all up, which is 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. Basically 4 times 12. Okay, and then times your height. The height is the distance from one base to the other base, which is 24 plus 2. B is area of the base. How do you get the area of a rectangle or a square? It's basically side times side or length times width. 12 times 12, and there it is. Put that in the calculator, and it gave me that. Almost done, guys. Super easy. dilation, transform, yada, yada, yada. Not congruent. Not congruent. Dilation. Anything with dilation is your answer. And there's math. Joke. Easy questions. My gosh, it's been so easy, this test. Mr. Jimenez wants to borrow that much rent from the bank. Okay, so 2 banks. We did this one in the review, guys. How much less interest will you pay? He will pay less interest. He will pay less. Okay. Which bank will Mr. Jimenez pay less interest over his life of the loan? And how much less interest will he pay? We have to do both. And these are going to be what kind? Does it say anything? Simple interest. So these are so easy because you just plug them in and you do it, right? This would be X, and I'll do it in green. We're going to go with I equals PRT. I, which we don't know is your interest, is going to be at 6,850 times 3.5% times how long will we do this? 5 years. Okay. I'm going to go 6,850 times 3.5% times 5. So for this one here, he's going to get 1,001. Whoa, messed up. 98.0. That's his total interest. We change the color. Go this one here. At the other one, at Y, is getting I equals still simple interest of 6,850 times 4.75% to the 3-year. Okay, so 6,850 times 4.75% times 3, it gives 976.125.125. So we're going to come out here and just get those 2 numbers and subtract them since I want to. And I'm going to just go up here and minus this one, which gives me 2. Go to here. 65. 625. This is the interest in one of them, and X. This is the interest in the second one. This is the difference in interest. If I pay that, we'll pay this much at. He will pay this much. Oh, yeah. He will pay this much. He will pay. I have no idea what goes here. I'm going to say, if he goes for this one, which he should, which is the less one, he'd pay it on 976.125. Okay, this is the total cost. This is easy as per. Out. That's the only answer. That's ridiculous if you get that one wrong. And, oh, that's it. Game on. Easy test questions.